Still worried about the conversation I had this morning. I've made my way to the Archer Club before I knew it. Jeez, what am I doing? According to Mitsuzuri, Tosaka Rin comes here often. Why is he going to go talk to Tosaka? Well, I really don't care about that, but I know that Shinji getting angry at her is going to be a problem. Shinji just doesn't stop when he gets angry. It's bad if Shinji gets violent just because she turned him down. I don't know why it's bad. It's just bad. It makes me feel bad just thinking about it. So I have to stop it from happening. It's so bad that it's bad. It makes me feel bad and all that bad stuff. Oh, Tosaka's not here. Tosaka isn't around. Mitsuzuri's worries were needless. Oh? Who's not here? Huh? Yo, it's Issei. What's going on, Issei? So, who's not here? And there's Issei, whom I just left behind. Oh, it's you, Issei. Don't scare me like that. Well, you were looking at the dojo suspiciously. So, who's not here? Tosaka. I heard that she had an argument with Shinji yesterday, so I came to see how things were. Oh wow, that is suspicious. You gave your reasons without being asked. I only asked you who wasn't here. But what? What I do shouldn't concern you. Jeez. Yes, that's right, but it's useless, Simiya. Tosaka won't be here. That's because she intentionally skipped school today. What? Skipped school, so she was absent today? I see. She's absent. Wait, Issei, how can you say she skipped school? I don't think she'd do such a thing. Of course she will. She won't catch a cold. As I see it, she's evil. You'll be eaten if you let her looks deceive you, Emiya. Huh? Somehow Issei's words annoy me. It's true that I don't know her, but I can't imagine that she's a bad person. You're going too far, Issei. Tosaka can't be like that. Huh? What? You're after Tosaka too? Oh, I'm sorry. Please ignore what I just said. After Tosaka? Who said anything like that? Don't jump to conclusions. I just thought it'd be bad if Shinji got into trouble again. So you were planning to stop Shinji if he attacked Tosaka, huh? You're playing an unrewarded role again. I don't really care, but you have a bad taste, Emiya. It's not unrewarded since I haven't done it, but Issei, didn't you say something strange? Huh? You mean that going after Tosaka is in bad taste? Yeah, Tosaka is really popular. I haven't heard any bad rumors about her. Yeah, none. And that's exactly what I don't like about it. What don't you like about it? Everything. The woman is a fox, a schoolgirl, a monster. I just don't like her physiologically. I don't say anything bad, but you should try to hate her too. Why? Issei, don't you always say we shouldn't talk badly of people behind their backs? Baka! This doesn't count as talking behind their back. I'm speaking so that she can hear it. No wonder I feel someone's eyes from the archery dojo. Thank God. I'm so glad Tosaka is absent today. Please, Issei, restrict yourself to talking behind people's backs. Alright, if you say so. But I wasn't insulting her at all. I was only saying that I'm on guard against her. That should be within my rights. But you were saying things like monster and fox. And I think the term schoolgirl is discrimination. No, that was just phrase. No, that was just praise. There are good foxes and monsters too. I only apply the terms to describe Tosaka. Katsu. Katsu? I don't know what that means. Issei laughs. Well, I'll be going. I'm going back to the student council room, but you're going to work, right? You shouldn't have time to play around like this. You must feel refreshed now that he's said everything he wanted as he leaves calmly. I've known him for 2 years now, but I still don't understand his personality. 20 minutes after taking the bus from the school, I arrive at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge. Oh, it's not 5 yet. I guess I still have some time. Miyama City is a residential district, so there's no part-time jobs there, but the developing Shinto has many available. The school approves of students having part-time jobs, so I work a few easy ones. I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quick as possible. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone as it builds my body while I get paid for it. Nice. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest. So I should rest when I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes. It's a waste of energy walking around until my job, so I guess I'll rest in the park. Yo, it's this depressing place again. No, mouse, come back, mouse. Sorry, my mouse fell there. The park among many buildings is a big field. A park should be filled with people like families and lovers on weekends, but it's empty here now. No, this place is always desolate. This place is the same at all. This place is the same as always. Bit sad. The utterly neglected ground looks awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. The desolate area makes the wind feel cold. This is the remains of the conflagration. What are these words? 10 years ago, and this is the place where I was saved from burning to death. I wonder why they don't plant grass here. It's a waste to keep it like this. It's a large area, so if they retiled it, the park would get bigger. Thinking absent-mindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burning land to pass the time. I don't remember what happened here back then. I probably don't remember because I was a kid and it wouldn't have been an easy scene to memorize. All I can remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe, and that people died during trying to save others. And I wonder why. For example, an adult that tried to save a child from a burning house, he saved the child, but died in its place. For example, there were people who had their throats burned, but they gave what little water they had to one guy and the others died. For example, there was someone who ran along to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way had died. And for example, people who died because they gav? I don't get what's going on here. That was weird. They gave away someone that was saving them, only to save others they didn't know. I didn't like things like that. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to wanting an ending where everybody is safe and happy? All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully. So why couldn't I manage a simple thing? That's difficult. What you want is to save everyone. Kiritsugu answered to the question I asked as a child. Of course, as a child I denied it because Kiritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. I knew he was a superhero who could ignore people in need who saved them for no benefit. So I believe Kiritsugu could have saved everyone back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day. Shiro, saving one person means not saving another. Look, a superhero can only save the people he has saved. It's obvious, but that is the definition of a superhero. I understand that. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say there's a robber and some hostages and the robber intends to kill the hostage. With normal methods, most of the hostage will be killed. Even if you use a miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved. That, of course, is the robber whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only those he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone. All the more so if it's a natural disaster. No one could have saved everyone. The fire 10 years ago was like that. It's not something I, who is miraculously saved from, can talk about now. But I don't want that. I don't want such a thing. I don't want help that was a limited capacity. You have to help, no matter how impossible it is. I can't stand to have strangers dying around me back then. So if I had been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I would have gone into the fire and I would certainly have died in vain. That's for certain. I'm hopeless. Ugh, it's already 5. The 5 o'clock bell rings. I stand up and quickly make my way to work. When my job's done, the sun is already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. Seems I work fanatically since I went to the place before I worked. Here in front of the station, the night's just started. There are lots of people and a constant flow of cars on the road. The buildings are still lit up, and just looking at them makes me want to feel like I'm watching a grand festival of illumination. I guess I don't have to buy anything for Fujine. I walk while looking up at the lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see the top clearly. I just gaze up the building, just enjoying the night scenery. When I think I see something out of place. What was that? I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes, looking at the thing as small as a grain of rice. It's the Rin! It's the Rin Tosaka! I must say, her coat is really nice. That red coat, that deep red, I don't know, it just looks cool. And almost like grayish hair. It looks like someone I know. Why is she there? What would she be doing there? With her long hair fluttering and doing nothing, she looks down at the town. It doesn't seem like she notices me down here. No, there's no way she could see me. She's so high up that with better eyesight than most can barely... So, I was watching, just as a side note, I was watching the original Fate Stay Night. And this scene happens as well. She sees someone. I think this happens in the anime, or this too, right? I remember it happening. I remember it happening in both, okay? But they didn't give context in the anime as to what was really going on here. She's so high up that with better eyesight than most can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. I recognize her since she's standing there alone, but there's no way that she would notice me down here among all these people. She's just looking down at the town. Maybe she's looking for someone, as I can feel her sharp stare even down on me. I forget about time and keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She is on top of a tall tower. She's like a witch, looking down at the earth with the moon behind her. Oh. And then, she must be done with whatever she was doing and she disappears. Her figure has disappeared and the scene returns to the beautiful view of the night. That was Tosaka, right? Rhymes! I have no proof, but I think I'm right. Even more rhymes! There aren't many girls with looks that stand out that much. And more than that, I'm not stupid enough to mistake a girl I secretly admire. Ah, Shiro likes all the girls, confirmed. Shiro, okay, who does Shiro like now? He likes... He loves Rin. I was about to say Rim. He loves Rin. Loves Sakura. That's 2 already. What more is there? I mean, you have Fujine, which that would be a little strange. Fujine's like, what? She's like 20-something, right? Early 20s, 22, 23. She's still pretty young, but still. Shiro's like 17. I'm sure he likes all of the girls at this point. I see, but still. Well, it's... Tosaka sure has strange hobbies. Unlike Shinto, there's no one in Miyama City. After 8 o'clock, there are no people around and the town is terribly quiet. At the junction is the house I saw this morning. There's no sign of people and the door has a do not enter sign. After only one day, the house is as quiet as an abandoned building. Parents and older sister killed by the burglar. What kind of life remains for the child left behind? I bite my lip, feeling powerless. Even after swearing to become like Kiritsugu, I cannot do anything about something that happened so close by. Even though I want to help someone, in the end, I don't even know what I can do. I climb the hill and reach the Emiya house. The lights are still on, so Sakura or Fujine must still be there. I'm home. Oh. I'm home. Oh, just you, Fujine. Huh? Oh, welcome home, Shiro. What is that? This is some, like, model pose going on here. Fujine turns around, munching on a rice cracker. Of course she's eating. The TV show is a loud variety show. Geez, coming home at a time like this again? I told you to come home early since it's getting dark and early in the winter. I am home early. I'm taking part-time jobs that finish at 8, so don't be so unreasonable. So, where's Sakura? It looks like dinner's ready, but... Sakura-chan went home early. She said she had something to do today, so she just cooked dinner and left. Fujine says so happily. As far as she's concerned, anyone who cooks for her is a good person. Fujine is such an easy character to like just look at, and you kind of know her. And that's what I like about her. She's simple. Also, she kind of has a unique look. She has shorter hair. I see. That might be a good idea for a while. It's been dangerous recently, so maybe I should just cook dinner myself until next term. What? I protest! You come home so late, Shiro. If you don't cook until after that, we won't eat anything till after 10. She's so cartoonish. Hold on. Can't you just eat at home? What? I am at home. Fujine seems puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure if that makes me happy or sad. Alright, I understand. I can't exactly expect you to cook for yourself, can I? Anyways, what's the thing by your feet? Don't tell me you've been picking up junk again. Fujine has a terrible habit of leaving junk at my place. Large bowls from restaurants, a heavy teapot she got in the shopping district, and a strange guitar that plays by itself. I think she thinks of this place as some kind of weird warehouse. A strange guitar that plays by itself. What is that? What is Shiro talking about? Do they have some magical object that I don't know? Let me see. I'll throw it away if it's junk. This? Oh, it's a poster that was left over at my place. Fujine hands me the poster. It's probably some infamous idol or something. Do we get to see the poster? Let's see. Here we have a military-style guy with his thumbs up on a cheap-looking blue sky background. In letters like blood, it reads, "Love's lovely Ranger Land. Please join the Self-Defense Force." Hold on, this is an army recruiting poster. I don't want it, so you can have it. Whoa, I don't want this either. I roll up the poster and hit Fujine with it. Missed! But Fujine deflects my attack with a poster she had hidden and counterattacks mercilessly. Bam! The poster lightly knocks my... Alright! Stars! I saw stars! What is she putting that thing? Don't imagine you can hit me with your skills. You need to practice more. That's not the problem. What was that? Why does a poster make a crash like that? Could this be the skill of a master? Huh? Oh, sorry. This poster is the special first edition made from steel plate. She hit Shiro with metal? Shiro, is your head alright? Fujine, your personality is going to kill someone one day. I'm not worried. Shiro would marry me if that happened. What the fudge? So... is this some weird love triangle? Huh? I completely refuse. I have no intention of marrying such a thoughtless killer. Can I pick Fujine as the bonus romance? Hey, I don't think I'm that dangerous of a person. I knew it. So it's true that people never know themselves. How true, how true. I'll have to watch out or I'll be killed. Han just keeps saying that. Anyways, I'm hungry, Shiro. I've waited all this time, so let's have dinner. Fujine stands up. How strange. Fujine is helping out, even if it's only setting up the dishes. She must be really hungry. Okay, then you can get the dishes out. You can pour the rice, right? I can. Hey Shiro, can I use a bowl? I guess so. Sakura isn't here today, so there'll be some left over anyway. Alright, I'll use the same for you then. Fujine pours rice into 2 bowls. Fujine is just the best. Oh well, I was going to have seconds anyway, and besides, if I argue with Fujine, she'll take my dinner. And to add, chaotic dinners like this have been common scenes for many years now.